You're watching the King of Acceptance, Mr. Blackie Fitzpatrick, is only going to talk about acceptance in a sophisticated style of, oh, let me put my cigarette down. Look, it's Thursday. These are pretend scratches. Look, I'm doing scratches in stereo. That means, yeah, you're watching the Blackie Fitzpatrick Show. She must have a smile for his nostalgic tale. Never coming near what you wanted to say. Only to realize it never really was. She feels as she rises to her apology, everybody else will surely know. Don't you know? Oh yeah! Look. Yes, you are indeed watching the Blackie Respect Show, the King of Lo-Fi, the King of Acceptance. I started off. Look, just look. I was trying my look. I was trying so hard to pour a perfect pint of beer. Look how much I failed. Now, in some places, they'll say, especially around Tampa, they go, "That's the perfect pint." Look, no, it isn't. There's too much. Look. So that was an epic fail right from the beginning. What did I call today's show? I don't know. Today's show, it always goes back to, so I can't pour a perfect thing of beer. Oh, no. Dissatisfied? I don't know. Look, I could take any moment of, well, what did I do today? This is called my startup for anybody who's new to my show. Press thumbs up before you leave and all that jive. First, I should say happy Thursday. Hold on a second. Friday morning, it is now 0033. You're watching the Blackie Fitzpatrick Show, the King of Lo-Fi. Thursday, Friday, Saturday night. You find me here most of the time. Right now, you're watching me on the Alec Whittier channel. People go, Blackie, what's up with this name change thing? Talk to me about it next year. I mean, don't talk about it to me now. Pendatory to a thing about, look, no, it's sure though. Yeah, I meet people on the street all the time, and then they say, Blackie, do you have a YouTube channel? I say, yes, of course. Find me on Alec Whittier. They say, what in heckfire are you? Look, it causes people's brains to go, huh? Don't get me wrong. This is for a particular reason. People thought when I started the show, people thought, oh, Blackie's doing it to sell his book, the Blackie Fitzpatrick book. Incorrect. I started this to sell the Alec Whittier book. Fooled you. Incorrect again. I'm just playing with clink. Oh, We're getting a light rainstorm slowly moving through Vienna. The wind has changed direction. And I tell you, I'm not sure if I'm going to change direction because that sounds like it would be a perfect segue to a song, which I don't have set up. No, what did I do today? Hey, oh, now I remember. I wrote something about summer. Um, I tell you, today, it's a terrible rumor going around Vienna. Oh, by the way, for new people, you're watching me live from Vienna. My name is Blackie Fitzpatrick, live from the Blackie Fitzpatrick garden slash library studios. We're in reconstruction. It was the end of deconstruction. And all of a sudden, it turned out to be this. Oh, that's right. I'm not supposed to drink out of a bottle. Why? This is. I'm gonna. Can I press? That's right. I don't have a producer. I'm gonna press rewind in my mind. Okay. You're watching the Blackie Fitzpatrick Show, the King of Lo-Fi. Happy. Damn. Okay. The show is PG-13. Everything has to go through a filter. And I'm talking about the fancy ones that are coming out right now, the ones that can filter out everything, all of the scum, all of the grime, all of the rubbish, and do be clean. Everything should be totally like copacetic. Look, look, I'm not a doctor. I just play one on the internet. No, I'll be honest with you. I was talking to my doctor today, Vinny Boombox. Look, I'll be honest with you. I'm over 30. And every once in a while, my doctor, Vinny Boombox, he's like, dude, man, you know you're over 30. Pretend scratch. Yeah, he asked me, look, no, I'm catching, look, I trust this guy. Look, how many people can you trust that you meet on the dark web? This guy, I trust. Okay? So the dark web, all those people, everyone, they get a bad name. Even the Walrus, a lot of people know the Walrus and I. Sometimes she shows up on my show, sometimes she doesn't. Sometimes she's here like a mirror, and I feel like I'm talking like her. Blackie, let's Google Charles Manson on Wikipedia in English. And I thought to myself, hey, babes, that sounds like a crazy idea. Who cannot learn more information about Charles Manson? And I'll be honest with you. I kind of, when I was a kid, look, I'm showing my age. I am over 30. And I thought to myself, Charles Manson, the singer? And then that's a Marilyn Manson joke. But it turns out that Charles Manson actually wrote music together with the Beach Boys, and it was produced by Henry Rollins. My show is turning out to be better than Rain at 4321. I want to thank the Walrus for I always talk about post-producing my shows. Sometimes I pre-produce it. I knew tonight I was always going to talk about Charles Manson. I'm like, because I'm an expert right now. Henry Rollins. Well, I should play some of his music next. Oh, by the way, a lot of people, they write to me in the chat. I'm looking at a picture of the Doobie Brothers. I will read the chat later when I turn off the picture of the Doobie Brothers. It has nothing to do about you. It has to do with I'm trying to do my startup where I pretend like I'm just like that's right. I'm the annoying guy who drinks beer by the pool, sitting next to an ashtray. That's me. You're watching the Blackie Fitzpatrick Show. No, what else did I do today? I must have done something interesting. Okay, the Charles Manson joke is the half truth. No, okay, no, that was real. Turns out that I never actually, and I don't know, maybe I don't think I'm going to play any music from him, but he worked with Crispin Glover. I didn't know that. Turns out this guy's name is on I don't know, but it's just something that was told to me through a private source with no connection to Wikipedia, who read it to me, and the source is Wikipedia, and on the bottom it says other sources, and it seems like it could be legit. I know, because my name is in Wikipedia. Actually, that would be a challenge for me. Can I get Blackie Fitzpatrick's name into Wikipedia? Okay, I'm not in Wikipedia. You can only find me under Dirt with an H. That was an inside joke for anybody who can get that one. You get 1 Bitcoin. No, what else did I do today? I must have done something. No, Isabel and I we went to the I don't know. Hopefully not the last day of summer, but we went out to the Natural Park, and it wasn't about that. It was really about the free alcohol and drugs. You have to pay for sweets. That stuff they make you pay for. But no, I'm making light about nothing. Okay, whatever. But there's a story that I forgot to tell the walrus. So she's doing her own thing right now. But there was some. There's look. The summer is slowly saying bye bye, and I hope it's not now. I don't think it's now. I love the expression Indian summer. For me, that's kind of like October, maybe as an optimist, November ish. Not so bad. Put on a light sweater around your shoulder, just as a backup. And that temperature is okay. I like to hold on to that. Don't get me wrong, I like my snowstorms. They're great. Um, it's just the snowstorms don't like me. Look, sometimes, look. I'm digressing. That's right. It is now 0041. You're watching the Blackie Fitzpatrick show. Here, look. I've been in a funny mood, and I'm sorry that right now I just don't want to be funny. So you cannot blame that against me because I precursed it, and it doesn't matter. I want to find out who's here. This is where I'm going to play a song of my own choice, something that has to do with summer's over. No, summer's going to last forever. Is that a song? I don't care. I'm going to play anything tonight. And you guys want to hear a song? Just let me know what you want to hear. You're going to hear it in perfect lo-fi, live from Vienna. Cheers from Vienna. What else did I learn today? Nothing. No, that's not true. But the other, no. Look. Today, my day was super full. And I'll be honest with you, ancient Chinese secret. Huh? Do the math. Especially for my, no. Ancient Chinese secret. This is not like code. It's not like a code. Or, I say ancient Chinese secret and it means something. Like, and all of a sudden somebody like, they have to do this or that or the other thing. Or, I don't know, obey rules and stuff. But to figure out a lot of things, I don't know. Ancient Chinese secret? Maybe. Top secret? I don't know. Maybe. Look. Okay. Here's where I have to turn my brain on because I'm about to turn my brain off. Oh man, YouTube is making it hard for me. I got a couple of strikes the other day, and to be honest with you, it always like look every time. Look every time that YouTube like gives me all these warnings, yellow caution signs with an exclamation point. I think that's a warning, and then they give that to me, and then I stopped checking my Hotmail, so they can harass me all they want through Hotmail. I'm not looking at that. Put it back in the mailbox. For me, it's like I don't even know what I don't even know what they're talking about because I didn't read it. So in a court of law, find me if you can. You're live watching me from Vienna in the 10th district, and look. If anybody wants to like search it out and do the math, and I'll say, hey, you know what? Welcome back. And if anything happens, look, on the flip side of any type of scenario, you always I'm not going to go back to Charles Manson, but it seems like every time they took him out of prison, he went back to prison. Then went out of prison, then he went back to prison. It was back and forth, and then looks like some bad stuff happened. But for some reason, he was always welcome. And I don't want to say welcome back Manson. I'll just say welcome back Carter. You're watching the King of Lo-Fi. Look, all I have to do is press the right buttons. Oh, I love it when this happens. I'll turn on the chat. We'll see if we got a show going on here. But it is definitely 0045. Happy Friday. Happy Thursday. That's right, we're September. Welcome back, Carter.
Welcome back. Your dreams were your ticket out. Welcome back to that same old place that you found out. Well, the names have all changed since you hung around, but those dreams have been made and they've turned around. Who would have thought that we'd just, where we need you, where we need you. But we got him on the spot. Welcome back, welcome back, welcome back, welcome back. Welcome back, welcome back, welcome back. Always good spot, friend. Welcome back. And I smile when I think nothing big. And I know what to see you were learning in. Was there something that made you come back again? And what could ever lead you? What could ever lead you? Where we need you? Where we need you? The teacher of life, cause we got him on the spot. Welcome back. Welcome back, welcome back, welcome back. Welcome back, welcome back. And I know what to see you were learning in. Was there something that made you come back again? And what could ever lead you? What could ever lead you? Yeah, where we need you. Yeah, where we need you. Got him on the spot. Welcome back. Welcome back, welcome back, welcome back. Welcome back, welcome back. Welcome back, welcome back. Got him on the spot. Welcome back, welcome back. Got him on the spot. Welcome back, welcome back. Welcome back, welcome back, welcome back. Welcome back, welcome back, welcome back.
Oh, look. You are watching the Blackie Fitzpatrick Show. Summertime. Oh, no. Look, I pressed the wrong button again. YouTube, you are my best friend. Hold on, is that a Freudian slip? Does that work with a computer? Maybe not. I don't know. But I'll say it again, as this show title is called. I'm enjoying my summer night.
You don't want to hear all the horny details. Summer loving had me a blast. Summer loving happened so fast. I met a girl crazy for me. She was for me. Summer days drifted away to the summer nights. Tell me more, tell me more, what you can get me on. Tell me more, what does he have on? She's gonna buy me, she got a crazy. I saved her life, she really drowned. He showed up, splashing around. Something's been going on. The summer nights, So I told her we'd still be friends.
Then we made our true love vow.
Wonder why was doing that. Summer dreams, red daisies, but the summer
That's what.
Ah,
Yeah.
look. Night Fever from the Bee Gees. Joan is quizzing. Is tonight a tribute to John Travolta? And I'll be honest with you, that was not premeditated, but it could be.
That's
That's the same thing.
No.
Okay, she doesn't know everything. John Travolta is.
I know, but it's still different.
The same thing. No, it's before Joan came in, she said, "Is this John Travolta night?" And then she continued, "A Scientology night."
No.
The answer is possibly, but I think that's what I said. I said correct. At least the start of it is. I was trying to figure out how far. I like this John Travolta joke in Scientology because we were talking about Charles Manson earlier in my show. Sometimes my show talks about serious subject matters, but tonight is not one of them. But Charles Manson showed up in Isabella's browser, and she got hooked on it. She was like, she said, Blakey, this is crazy glue. I have to read you the whole history of Marilyn Manson and his real name and his fake names and his moms and his ex-moms and the orphanages. Every time he was in prison, every time he got paroled, every time he stole a car. He was a pretty good car thief, that guy, huh? He was just like, give me the car. Seemed like he had it down to a science. Give me the car. Turns out, it looks like he never killed anybody, at least. But he liked to carry guns, and he was just like, give me the car. This guy's like, he's brilliant. But I will stick with the John Travolta joke theme thing. I think Meredith, I want to blame you, but Meredith already legged it. She was like, I'm not taking any credit for Marilyn Manson's musical career. I'm talking about music. I'm talking about Scientology. No, look, I'm talking about John Travolta. No, it always goes back to music. Watching the King of Lo-Fi and commercials.
Ladies and gentlemen, now the moment you've all been waiting for, the world famous Jack Rabbit Slim's Twist Contest. This is one lucky couple to win this handsome trophy that Marilyn here is holding. Now, who will be our first contestants?
Right here. Want to dance? No. I do believe Marcellus, my husband, your boss, told you to take me out and do whatever I wanted. Now I want to dance. I want to win. I want that trophy. So dance good.
All right.
Here's our first contestant. Now let's meet our first contestants here this evening. Young lady, what is your name?
Mrs. Watts.
And how about your fellow here?
Listen,
All right, let's see what you can do. Take it away.
It was a teenage wedding and they old folks wished them well. You could see that the air gave truly love the matter. And now the youngest year was on from the chocolate band. They said the old folks, it goes to show you never can tell. They furnished off an apartment with a two-room robot sleep. The coolerator was crammed with TV and ginger ale. But when Pierre found work, the little money coming worked out well. Said the old folks, goes to show you never can tell. They got a high photo, if you let it. 700 records, all rhythm and jazz.
The most famous scene of the movie.
Oh, they gave me a slow fade. Hilarious. You're watching the King of Lo-Fi. That wasn't the song I was looking for. What was I looking for? It was look. I picked the wrong thing. It was something to do with Pulp Fiction. Okay, I have to type in the right keyword. Oh.
you don't care who knows to that higher place. Leaving with the hoopla, saving in your fight. Too many runaways, eating up the night. Only place to find this is the radio. Don't you remember? We got this city. We got this city all around. This city. We got this city all around. This city. We got this city all around. Someone was playing Operation Games. Yes, they're always changing. Operation Games. We just want to dance here. Someone stole the stage. They're always irresponsible.
Why is it so quick? Why is it
This is the radio. This city. We got this city all around. This city. We got this city all around. This city. We got this city all Sunday. You need us.
I tell you, if anybody could ever look, you're watching the Blackie Rich Back Show. Hello to all my lurkers. You guys are great. Here's a song I never played before on my show. Once again, this show is being digitally recorded for nobody because I'm playing music from YouTube. This is music sometimes that I wrote, sometimes that I didn't write. But my name is Blackie Fitzpatrick, and that is my look. I wrote that name. It's a pen name. My real name is none of your business. It is now 0110. And I'll be honest with you, anytime that I think to myself about, I don't know, first world problems, I think to myself, should I go to the second world? Should I go to the third world? And I thought about a great song from Eddie Money. You know what? I don't want to go to the second world or third world. I have first world problems. What I need is 2 tickets to paradise. And the commercial is going to get me there. You're watching The King of the Fight. Eddie Money. Great track. I think that's a debut for me on my show. 2 tickets to paradise. I mean, who doesn't want that, right? I mean, look, I'll take 1 ticket to paradise, but 2 tickets to, how about like me and my whole family? Can I get like, I'm talking extended. I would love to have like, okay, I have also friends. Can I get 100 tickets to paradise? But Eddie Money was, he wasn't too greedy, even though his name is Money. And he said, all I need is 2 tickets to paradise. And I'll change my name to Eddie Money. No, I love Eddie Money. What's his story? He used to be a police officer for Los Angeles Police or something, and he got a chance to make a record. And I'll be honest with you, the song sounds as good as it did when I was a kid. And I was just asking the Walrus, she's not part of the show, but she's my co-producer right now. And I asked her, I said, did you ever hear this song from Eddie Money? And she was like, who, the what, where, and when? I'm trying to figure out who your mother is. And I was like, oh, okay. I'm talking about music and doing my show. But she's a co-producer. That's what co-producers do. Hi, Mom. Look. When you're watching the Blackie Fitzpatrick show, look, I am the king of acceptance. I'm not putting like a timeline. A lot of people, I watch the shows and stuff, and they're all talking about heartbreak. And it's like, oh, wow, I got to do this, that. I'll be honest with you, I like to start on time. That's where I'm a stickler. But finishing on time, I'm pretty lazy at that one. Look. Oh, no, I'm looking at the clock. It is now 0116. Look, happy Thursday night, happy Friday morning, happy everything. Hold on, so I have a distraction here. I'm going to play some music, and then I'm going to listen to my distraction. My co-producers, what are they? The bells and whistles and ticker tape parade. No, that's only for look. All the stuff is like look. Look. Actually, hold on a second. Is this urgent? Okay. I just wanted to make look. You know, when I do a show, this is what I've been talking about. I don't want to put any pressure on myself for a start. My producer for a start. For you guys, everything is about acceptance. And look, I can play Bruce Hornsby, and I can put a bunch of songs that everyone's talking about, the same thing I'm talking about, right? Where is the chill pill? I'll take it and swallow it. I accept. Oh, what am I doing in this life? Well, you can do this, that, and the other thing, and do all the whatever, right? You do that stuff, but at the end of the day, and it's all of a sudden, it's like, look, when I talk about the word acceptance, I don't like to use the word regret. Regret, I don't know. Look, I'll tie it back into everyone, everybody's been talking about Dorian and stuff. I'll tie it into a hurricane story, okay? Just to be current. I don't want to look, I pay attention. I watch CNN. They tell me what I should know. And look, the show is not an infomercial. I can't say that joke. The show is PG-13. Look, the funny thing about when you're watching the Blackie Fitzpatrick show, hold on, can I buy some more time? Impossible. I can't buy any time. Look, it doesn't cost silver. It doesn't cost gold. Time. Urgent? You're watching the king of lo-fi. Hope it sounds good on your end.
urgent, so urgent. You know it's urgent. I wanna tell you it's a saving me. So urgent, when you see how urgent you need, it's urgent. Urgent.
Look, you're not a foreigner to the Blackie Fitzpatrick show. Nothing is ever urgent. You're watching the King of Lo-Fi. It is now 0123. Say it again out loud. 0123. Doesn't it make you feel accepting? 0123. This is the King of Lo-Fi, and I love playing requests. I love saying hi to the new people. JB, back of the net. Mike, this song is not only back of the net, it's open end. No, open up. Look, left field. Look, baseball. This is by request. You're watching the King of Lo-Fi. Hope it sounds good on your end. If it's from Mike, it's going to sound awesome.
This is dangerous.
What?
The beer. Just if I move my hands.
You're watching the Black Special, the King of Lo-Fi. That was by request. Left field. Well, this is right field.
Sing to the world. It's time we let the spirit come in. Let it come on in. I'm singing to the world. Everybody's wanting to stand. Look at where we've been running around. Here and here, blind and bright. Blind and What's the point in holding it down? There's so much love to share. I'm singing to the world. Don't you see it all come around? The feelings everywhere we make holding our eyes. Day after day, covering clouds, losing all
Barry Manilow. Lovely track called Daybreak. That's my first copyright strike for tonight. You're watching a Blackie Special. They hit me with Barry Manilow. Hold on. Does that mean all the stuff I played before Barry Manilow never got a hit? Look, Mike, I understand the music that you requested. Nobody cares about, but I got hit from an obscure. Oh, that's right. It was in that movie, a serial, whatever. No, Marilyn Manson's Serial Mom. Okay, that thing. And oops, yeah, press thumbs up before you leave. I'm playing copyrighted material here on the Black Church Pet Show. This is bootleg at its best, and in lo-fi. I get hit for that one. Like, I love that. I love that. It makes me thinking about. Hold on. How come did I get any? I'm trying my best to. Vinny Barbarito. Look, I'm trying my best to play all the requests that I can get there. Jamie says, love this song. Look, from Barry Manilow, look, I could play any song from him. I write this. Look. Look. With Barry Manilow, I can't go wrong. Basically ever. A lot of people used to look, especially when I was hanging around Boston as a drummer. They were like, "Dude, man, what's up with you and this Barry Manilow infatuation?" And I was like, I always said the same thing. None of your business. I like Barry Manilow. I buy his cassette tapes. Look, that's how current I was. Look. I know. I went from John Travolta, and now I've ended up in Barry Manilow. I know this show is going like downhill. Hey, Raging. Look. We got this. Look. We got the usual suspects here. All I'm trying to do is, get my thumbs up number so I can sing Sinatra and go to bed. So something has to hit 10, and then I'll kill it, and I have no problem with that. Actually, no, I have a couple of problems, but that's also none of your business. Look, I'm not here to complain about. Look, I don't even talk to my doctor about the things that are wrong with me. I'm actually a private person. I really look. Even if I could be pretending right now. If I say that I don't want to complain about my problems, I'm not trying to admit guilt to having problems. I'm trying to tell you that maybe I don't. Look, I could have figured out like a formula. Cheers. Look. Tonight's show, I don't know. For me, I want to dedicate it to bye, Dorian. I'm happy that you're gone. Something about it's cool that you were Spawn, but go back and do what you need to do with yourself in the Atlantic and bye, and turn into a sprinkle in Ireland and make cheddar cheese taste good or something. Look. It makes me think of Guns N' Roses. Look, my show is not about. Look, I'm allowed to talk about. I bounce everything off of a musical joke, and most of it goes over my head. So if anybody gets any of my humor, please write to me privately on the dark web. Okay, then I'll get your message. That's the best way to get a hold of me, through the dark web, and we'll have perfect contact, and then and we can make everything like I don't know, super awesome. Hey, political. Look. You're catching me raw. This is like a normal Thursday night show here. I didn't do a show yesterday. That means 0 shows for Blackie. I didn't look. I can go back days. Okay, maybe not 5 days, but look, I think I broke the rules and did a show on Sunday. Sometimes, look, I'm spontaneous. Look.
Yesterday?
Yesterday I didn't do a show.
Monday.
Monday I did not do a show. Sunday I did a show. Yeah, like. I'll be honest with you. I'm going back to this Dorian subject, but I want to say bye to Dorian. No, on Sunday I was like, look, I'm not JB Rance. He's a professional. I'm just an amateur. But I was kind of like, I don't know. I wanted to talk about the storm, and it was so weird because there was nothing to talk about because it just sat there on the Bahamas, and it's like look. Anybody who says life is a crapshoot and all that, look, I know all the expressions, right? Whatever. Actually, watching my show is kind of the same thing as life. I never thought about that. Blackie Fitzpatrick means life? Impossible. Or, well, the Blackie Fitzpatrick show has a life of its own. Only, and the funny part is, and I make jokes about this, it had nothing to do with you guys. Don't get me wrong, I love the chat. You guys are hilarious. But when the chat stops, Blackie Fitzpatrick is still there. That's interesting. If the look, I'm not talking about look, that one's too easy. If a tree falls in the forest, does it make a sound? Yes, of course it does, because the tree fell. Everybody heard the sound. The chipmunks, look, the ants, everybody heard the sound. So that whole thing is as farcical as the whole premise started. I think to myself, where did I learn all these fancy words, and how come I can't talk normal? Of course, when a tree falls in the forest, it makes a sound, period. I mean, look, look, I don't have that many scientist friends anymore, but when I was younger, I knew them. They were studying. I'm sorry, I laughed at that joke. You're watching the King of Lo-Fi. Look. John comes in with a comment, which I always love to repeat. Life is good. I'll be honest with you. A life that's bad, and trust me, if I can get my numbers up to 10, and you guys are getting really close, I'm going to sing for you, not for you, for my doctor, Vinny Babats. And it always makes my co-producer, my walrus. Sorry, did I call you my walrus? Oh, Scheisse. That was a Freudian slip. What? Okay, she's playing along. Look. I'm going to hide in, and I've been playing the song for the last week, maybe a 10-day process. Look. I don't watch all the shows that I do. Sometimes I do, sometimes I don't. It depends on what mood I'm in. Right now, I'm in the mood for. Hold on a second. No, it's this song that I've been playing. Like, I'll be honest with you. Some people are asking. They're like, "Hey, what's up with this Ben Arslan stuff? Is Ben Arslan still in New York City?" Yes, I have a live update. I just got off the horn. Live video chat. Yeah, we were on the horn, and basically I just looked at his hair, but I could hear his voice, and he was in Columbus Circle, and drinking coffee, and everything was cool. And we talked about. My co-producer is whispering in my ear and says, right now you're my producer. So good. You just went up a level. My producer just said, Ben and I were talking about nothing. This is me changing my words. Correct, producer. We were talking about nothing, and we were talking about, look, I had a couple of questions for Mr. Ben Arslan. And the first one was about, hey, what's up with you leaving America, which is kind of a big deal. You know, after a vacation, a lot of people are like, oh, no, I want to stay like another week, maybe another 3.5 weeks, right? People have options, right? They're like, oh, well. And you realize if you got a little bit of cash flow, you're like, well, maybe I can change my ticket, which is possible. It costs $100 to change the ticket, but hey, what's $100 if you're having fun? Fun. Looking forward. Being in a new country. Fun. Don't want to be nervous. You want to be comfortable. Fun. Get your hair cut. You're watching the King of Lo-Fi. After the commercial break. Does this stuff make me better? Here we go. You're watching the King of Lo-Fi live from Vienna. Clink. Cheers. Happy. Should I get it for this? Oh, sisters, you're watching the King of Lo-Fi. Hope it sounds good on your end, guys. Live from Vienna. And now the end is near, and so I face the final curtain. My friend, I'll say it's clear. I'll state my case, of which I'm certain. I've lived a life that's full. I've traveled each and every highway and more, much more than this. I did it my way. Regrets, I've had a few. Then again, too few to mention. I did what I had to do and saw it through without exemption. I planned each guarded choice, each careful step along the byway, and more, much more than this. I did it my way. Yes, there were times, I'm sure you knew, when I bit off more than I I could chew. And through it all, when there was doubt, I ate it up and spit it out. I faced it all, and I stood tall, and did it my way. I've loved, I've laughed and cried, I've had my fill, my share of losing, and now as tears subside, I find it all so amusing to think I did all that, and may I say, in a shy way, oh no, not me. I did it my way. For what is a man? What has he got? If not himself, then he has not to say the things he truly feels, and not the words of one who kneels. The record shows I took the blows and did it my way. Yes, it was my way. You watching the King of Lo-Fi. Hope it sounds good to your end. Live coughing from the Walrus, live from Vienna.
do I feel? Tell me now, how do I feel? Those you can't make for me. Literally devocations of the concepts of temptation. Will tell me no more. I still
Yeah. Sometimes it's the 12th street. There was this nice lady who had 3 ex-husbands in the cellar in somewhere or in the freezers. Yeah, but it's not in downtown. It's in the 12th district. Yeah. And there was a woman who killed 3 men and buried them somewhere.
So I like correct.
I can't obey, but if it wasn't for your misfortune, I'd be a heavenly person today. And I thought I was scared. I thought I heard you speak. Tell me how do I feel? Tell me now, how shall I feel? Now I stand here waiting.
But still, yeah.
So there, the answer is correct. There's still some ice cream.
Okay. But another person. Not a lady anymore.
Oh wow! We started with John Travolta. We end up in England, and now we had to take an airline flight from Canada, and we ended up in Africa. You're watching the King of Lo-Fi. Hope it sounds good on your end.
Drums are going tonight. She's only whispers of some quiet conversation. She's coming in from many flights. The wings reflect the stars that point towards salvation. I stopped an old man along the way, hoping to find some more forgotten words for ancient melodies. He turned to me as if to say, hurry boy, it's waiting after you. Gotta take the love from you. There's nothing that I'm unafraid of, never do. I guess the rain down in Africa. Gonna take some time to do the things we never The wild dogs cry out in the night.
I don't know what that means.
Still restless, lonely, oh so solitary. I know that I must do what's right. Sure as Kilimanjaro rises like the embers of the Saturday. I seem to cure what's deep inside, frightened of this thing that I've become. Pretty boy, she's waiting there for you.
You're watching the Blackie Fitzpatrick Show. Toto I love that song, Africa. I remember when I realized again and again and again, look, I'll be honest with you, I'm over 30. And when I heard that song for the first time, I thought, that song's pretty cool. It was always this song that kept on creeping back into my life. And recently it crept back in. And my daughter, she said, "There's this one song that's driving me nuts, so cuckoo." And I said, "Girlfriend, princess, baby." Look, that's the way I talk to her. And she said, "Look," Blakey, I'm just telling you. No, she calls me daddy. But look, we were conversing. They said that's an important thing. But what I got was, my daughter was like, "That's from Africa, from Toto." Not really like the best song that I heard in the recent week. And I told her, I said, there's a plethora of tracks. And I'm thinking to myself, yeah, you know what? Okay, Toto. Some people say they're overrated. I'll be honest with you, they're kind of cool. I like that track. It's a cool song. Look, Split Ends. Hold on a second. Look. Mike, you know I already have you lined up here. Don't even talk to me. Now I remember what you were. Okay, now I remember my joke. I don't care if it's Canada. I don't care if it's Africa. I don't care if it's Europe. I don't care if it's from. Look, when I say Canada, I mean North America, Central America, the Caribbean Sea, and other places where they meet. Key West is a cool place to go to. No, I get no money for saying that. I'm just telling you. I always feel weird there, which is why I feel comfortable. Look, I always think to myself, how come every place isn't like Key West? Key West is just like, I think it has something to do with the right colors. Look, but there are a couple of, look. I am an international world traveler. The Black Expert show is about acceptance. And I accept the fact, and I'll be honest with you. Look, I'm not putting my heart on my sleeve or anything. I have never been to Australia. I have never been to, Asia, for a start. In the North Pole and the South Pole. I just went everywhere else. Asia's out. I haven't been there. And I think I blame Europe. I got stuck in Europe. But I'll be honest with you, how do I make this joke really work? I think it's impossible. But it has something to do with, like, if I was stuck in, like, to make a decision. A lot of people ask me this. They say, Blakey, what do you like better, Boston or Vienna? Okay. Or Boston or London. Look, or Boston or Florida. Those are kind of the four places I bounce all around. I just came from Boston. And they always ask him, Blakey, what do you think is the best? And I say, you can't tie me down, and you cannot tie down a kangaroo, but tie me kangaroo down. Sport by Rolf Harris. Yes, this must be a request. Yes, Mike, I hope it sounds good on your end, because this one's going straight to Chicago. My request. You're watching the King of Lo-Fi.
There's an old Australian stockman lying, dying. He gets himself up onto one elbow and he turns to his mates who are gathered round and he says, "Watch me wallabies feed, mate. Watch me wallabies feed. They're a dangerous breed, mate. So watch me wallabies feed. While they get them out, tiny kangaroo down, sport. Tiny kangaroo down. Tiny kangaroo down, sport. Tiny kangaroo down. Keep me cockatoo cool, girl. Keep me cockatoo cool. Don't go acting a fool, girl. Just keep me cockatoo cool. All together now. Tiny kangaroo down, sport. Tiny kangaroo down. Tiny kangaroo down, sport. Tiny kangaroo down. And take me koala back, Jack. Take me koala back. He lives somewhere out on the track, Mac. So take me koala back. All together now. Tiny kangaroo down, sport. Tiny kangaroo down. Tiny kangaroo down, sport. Tiny kangaroo down. Let me abbos go loose, Lou. Let me abbos go loose. There is no further use, Lou. So let the abos go loose. All together now.
Tiny kangaroo down, sport. Tiny kangaroo down. Tiny kangaroo down, sport. Tiny kangaroo down.
And mind me platypus duck, Bill. Mind me platypus duck. Oh, don't let him go running amok, Bill. Just mind me platypus duck. All together now.
Tiny kangaroo down, sport. Tiny kangaroo down. Tiny kangaroo down, sport. Tiny kangaroo down.
Play your didgeridoo, Blue. Play your didgeridoo. Oh, like, keep playing till I shoot through, Blue. Play your didgeridoo.
I don't think it's
All together now.
Tiny kangaroo down, sport. Tiny kangaroo down. Tiny kangaroo down, sport. Tiny kangaroo down.
Tan me hide when I'm dead, Fred. Tan me hide when I'm dead. So we tanned his hide when he died, Clyde, and that's it hanging on the shed. All together now.
Tiny kangaroo down, sport. Tiny kangaroo down. Tiny kangaroo down, sport. Tiny kangaroo down.
You're watching the King of Lo-Fi. I love playing requests. That was super, super. Look, I'll be honest with you. I'm falling in love. It must be love.
Hello. I'm here to warn you that in the video you're about to see, there's an extremely dangerous stunt, which I'd like none of you to try and copy.
No, it is love. It must be love. Blackie Fitzpatrick.
I never thought I'd miss you half as much as I do. And I never thought I'd feel this way,
Never played
the
it.
way I feel about you. As soon as I wake up every night,
Every day.
I know that it's you I need to take the blues away. It must be love, love, love. It must be love, love, love. Nothing more, nothing less. Love is the best. How can it be that we can say so much without words? Bless you and bless me. Bless the bees and the I've got to be near you every night, every day. I couldn't be happy any other way. It must be love, love, love. It must be love, love, love. Nothing more, nothing less. Love is the best. As soon as I wake up, every night, every day, I know that it's you I need to take the blues away. It must be love, love, love. 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 must be love, love, love. It must be love, love, love. It must be love, love, love.
All right, watching the King of Lo-Fi, Black Jesus Patrick. Hope it sounds good on your end. I love it. That's pretty good. Take a chance at all. Taking chances. Look. It's on 0215 watching the Black Special, the King of Lo-Fi. I love your requests. I love me like meandering and thinking about stuff that I never played on my show before. But you know what? Tonight's the night. You're watching the King of Lo-Fi. Hope it sounds good on your end. Tell me what you want to hear.
Her name is Noelle. two sides, but she doesn't know who I am. And she is like you know, down, down. You're just a teenage girl, baby. You're just a teenage girl, baby. Listen my ass is feeling the trophy lives on my rock and drives me mad. He doesn't know who I am, and he doesn't give a damn about me. 'Cause I'm just a teenage girl, baby. I'm just a teenage girl, baby. Listen to
Sorry for Trevor, this is so great.
when I feel like home, it's 4:99 on the road. She's walking over to me, this must be fake. My lip starts to shake. How does she know I am? And why does she give a damn
about me.
Got you think it's too
I
late.
am needed, baby.
Come with me Friday, don't say maybe. I'm just a teenage
Dirtbag, baby.
like you. She's missing
Watching the King of Lo-Fi. That is a track from Wheatus. A lot of people don't know the name Wheatus. They think, hold on a second, was that a one-hit wonder? Yes, that was. And that track is called, look, Teenage Dirtbag. That's a, well, after How Do You Follow Kurt Cobain with Smells Like Teen Spirit, how about writing a song called Teenage Dirtbag? And that was a little bit part of the machine, what they spit out. Great, great song, though. Actually, I like that song a lot. Good guesses in my chat. Everybody was incorrect. We all forgot about the name Wheatus, just like me. I said the word we. I'm talking about, look, the Black Respect Show is all about acceptance. That means I'm part of the whole thing. I'm going to stick with this track for a second. When I say track, I mean, look, I mean mindset. I'm not talking about brainwashing. I know I started off my show a little bit talking about Marilyn Manson and Charles and Chuck E. Cheese and look, and every place you can go get like a fountain soda and all the stuff about Batman and Bruce Wayne and Fountains of Wayne and, well, Stacy's mom. She always shows up, doesn't she?
Stacy, can I come over after school?
After school,
We can hang around.
I can pull
Did your mom get back from her business trip?
business trip.
Is she there? Is she trying to give me the slip? You know I'm not the little man that I used to be. I don't know, maybe you should see. Stacy's mom has got it going on. She's all I want, and I'm waiting for sour. Stacy, can't you see?
What's that? What kind of song it is?
Stacy, do you remember when we were
Mowed your lawn.
I could tell she liked it from the way she stared,
The way she stared.
and the way she said, "Mr. Spot over there."
Over there.
And I know that your face just a fantasy, but since you're down to my music, Stacy's mom has got it going on. She's all I want, and I'm waiting for so long. Stacy, can't you see? Stacy's mom has got it going on. She's all I want, and I'm waiting for so long. Stacy, can't you see? You're just not here for me. Stacy's mom. Stacy's mom. Stacy, can't you see? You're just not here for me. Stacy's
Ah, Stacy's mom.
haven't seen you since high school. Good to see you're still beautiful. Gravity hasn't started to think quite yet. I bet you reach yourself.
Let's dive in one last week. In 2 years since he left me, the tale that you got free, that time I know is keeping you there on your knees.
These bruises make for better conversation.
Still left you with me, and I'm only lying there. Everybody knows we all got bruises.
We all got bruises. Have you seen him?
How about her?
No, but I hear she's in Queens with the men urging.
Funny back then she said that about you. Hey, sit around, I'll never guess who I saw. Never tell you, baby.
Never you were best friends back me. Let's do this soon again.
Seeing you back on the day. Can't believe how sometimes
Maybe you fix it. These bruises make for better conversation. These bruises make for better conversation. Losing the vibe that separates. It's good to know you got friends. To remember now and then. Everybody losing. These bruises make for better conversation. Losing the vibe that separates. Let you in here, not knowing how you feel. Everybody
That was Train. A lovely track. That was by request. Look. I'll be honest with you. Look. One of the challenges, and look, maybe people don't think about that. They think, hey, with Blackie Fitzpatrick, all he has to do is put on a track. Look. But for me to be able to, like, when it gets to the point where I can't really say anything, I can look. Like there's a mat in front of the door. Look, there's a mud room. I can try my best to like do be clean. You're watching the King of Lo-Fi. No comment.
don't you know, we're talking about a revolution sounds. Don't you know, we're talking about a revolution sounds. While they're standing above their lines, crying at the doorsteps of those armies of salvation, wasting time, picking up paradigms, sitting around, waiting for a promotion. Don't you know, talking about a revolution sounds. When the people gonna rise up, get their share. When people gonna rise up and take what's there. Don't you know you better run. Oh, I said you better run. It's finally the table. I started making time. Talk about a revolution. It's finally the table. I started making time. Talk about a revolution. Talk about a revolution. Letting me go back down. Crying the distance of those armies of salvation. Wasting time. In the borders, sitting around, waiting for a revolution. Don't you know, talking about a revolution sounds. And finally the table, I started to turn. Talking about a revolution. It's finally the table,
Tracy Chapman, you're watching the Blackie Fitzpatrick show. Wow, I wonder why I would play a song. Look, revolution. What happens after a revolution? An oasis? Hold on a second. Let me do my math. You're watching the King of Lo-Fi. Hope it sounds good on your end. Oh yeah, press thumbs up before you leave and all that jive. For your own ego, not for me.
'Today is gonna be the day that they're gonna throw it back to you. By now you should have somehow realized what you gotta do. I don't believe that anybody feels the way I do about you now. Backbeat, the word is on the street that the fire in your heart is out. I'm sure you've heard it all before, but you never really had it down. I don't believe that anybody feels the way I do about you now. And all the road we have to walk a winding, and all the lights that lead us there are blinding. There are many things that I would like to say, but I don't know how. Because baby, you gotta be the one that saves me. You're my Today is gonna be the day, but they'll never throw it back to you. By now, you should have somehow realized what you got to do. I don't believe that anybody feels the way I do about you now. And all the roads that lead you down are winding, and all the lights that light the way are blinding. There are many things that I would like to say, but I don't know how. You gotta be the one that saves me.
You're watching the Blackie Fitzpatrick show, the king of toilet paper. Look. Number one, This is my show. Number 2, thank you guys for watching. Hello to my lurkers. You guys are the best. Oh, I love you. I miss you. I miss you. I love you. And everything I'll put in between. Press thumbs up before you leave. I don't have to do the 10 thumbs up challenge anymore because I already sang Sinatra. So anybody who's coming in going, he doesn't have 10 thumbs up. It has nothing to do with singing Sinatra. I already did it. No. Look. I'm closing down to the end of my show, but this is where it gets good. Isabella says, I don't like the stuff that's dark. Is this indigo or black or purple or black and silver? I look like I'm in Venice, Italy. Look at me. Isabella, look. I look like I'm wearing a thing. What do they call that stuff? Mask? Okay, it's a mask.
Yeah.
But this is actually dark chocolate with something in the middle. Okay, let's find out.
Dark chocolate.
There's nothing in the middle? I don't have a secret surprise?
This is also dark chocolate.
I have to prove it, but this is live on my show. You're watching the King of Lo-Fi. In the middle is, no, it's a different thing. Look. Omit my saliva. No, I think that's my saliva. Look.
No, it's
It's
creamy.
liquid. It's liquid.
That's not liquid. It's creamy. This is liquid.
It's mega. Hold on a second. What is this? What are we looking at now? Is that like salad dressing?
No.
What is that?
Veltliner Beerenauslese 2008.
I would love a translation. That would be great on the Black is Effect show. Translate that, please.
It's a sweet dessert wine.
Oh no, the sweet wine. Normally, look, in my country,
super sweet grapes, which let
me
as long as possible on the plant.
No, I get that. So they get all the autumn sun and all that stuff.
They are like raisins.
So it's like pure sugar.
Yeah.
What is the alcohol content?
It's the pure sugar.
Pure sugar. What is the pure sugar alcohol content of your device?
I don't see it.
Hold on a second. Let me check. I think I know what the number is. Whoa, it's got a kick. Keep this away from me. Look, what did I play? Oasis. No, I have a request lined up here. You guys are super, super great. And thank you for pressing thumbs up before you show up. Thank you for pressing thumbs up while you're in the middle of my show. Thank you for pressing thumbs up for anything. But once again, I already did play Sinatra. Look. No, I'm still on request here. The show is not over. Look. I had a vision. It turned into a fancy bottle. The joke is
around 12%, like a normal wine.
No, I know it's 12%. I thought it has the kick, but the sugar is not. It's not like a Coca-Cola sugar. It's like a decent. It has a punch. Like when I was eating this chocolate from Lindt. What is it? Lindt? How do I tell my American friends? Lindt? Yeah, it's that one with the L. Look. Time after time.
Chocolate.
Okay, my producer over here, the Walrus, is doing some production. I'm going to play a request. Is that okay? Because time after time, I'll be honest with you, I love everything about breathing. It's important.
I came to say goodbye. I'm fed up my mind. I'm going away.
Then I should be alone.
That journey into the desert you spoken of, you will take it alone.
What else can I do?
Once you said to me that peace and happiness might be complete, you gave me hope. And now we have to say goodbye.
here from the same area.
Cyndi Lauper with her song Time After Time.
Let's look at another wine from the same area, also with a bit of this here, but 13.5%, so maybe this here was sweeter than others.
Think of you,
Just 50.
confusion, nothing new.
Over there, from Viva.
Almost suitcase of memory, time after sometimes you picture me. I'm walking too far ahead. You're calling to me. I can't hear what you said. Then you said, go slow. The second hand done right is your love. You will find it. Time. With your phone, I will catch you. I'll be waiting. Time after time. With your love, you can look and you will find it. Time after time. With your phone, I will catch you. I'll be waiting. Time after time. To cry, watching through windows, you're wondering if I'm okay. Secrets stolen from deep inside. The drum beats out of time, and you will find it. Time after time. Before I will catch you, I'll be waiting. Time after time. You said go slow, I fall behind. The second hand I'm right. You will find it. Time after time. When you will catch you, I'll be waiting. Time after time. If you can look and you will find it. Time after time. If you will catch you, I'll be waiting. Time after time. Time after time. Time after time.
Cyndi Lauper. Time after time. Oh. You're watching the Blackie the Stretcher show? The sad news is that it does not get any better than this. Look, I'm just telling you, full stop, right? If you think it could get better, look, get better. Look, you know what I'm talking about. If the scales, look, if I could tip, look, how do I say this in a way where my lawyer will not yell at me? Impossible. My lawyer always tells me, he says, Blakey, just be yourself. I said to myself, well, how do I be myself? All I do is play requests. And I think to myself, look, I don't want to lose one of your friends. My lawyer always reminds me, press thumbs up before you leave. It's really boring to say the same rubbish every day. I'll be honest with you though, sometimes when I'm playing the same song every day, if it's music that I really, really love, and when you're watching the Blackie Fitzpatrick show, you know you're going to get it in lo-fi. And I love it when I get your requests. And I'll be honest with you, 99.1 I just love playing music. But the request part, I'll listen to anything, I'll be honest with you. Sometimes I hear music I never even heard before. I love that. I love that part. It's an aspect. I go, hey, I get it. But whatever it is, Blackie Fitzpatrick, I'm by your side. You're watching the King of Lo-Fi. Hope it sounds good on your end. That was a good one.
You think I need inside, baby? You know me better than that. Think I leave you down when you're down on your knees. I won't do that. How do you right on wrong? If only you could see into me. Oh, when you're cold, I'll be there. Hold you tight to me. When you're outside, baby, you can't get it. I will show you you're so much better than you know. When you're lost, when you're alone, you can't get back again. I will find you down where you go. If you want to cry, I am here to dry your eyes. In no time, we'll be fine. You think I need your side, baby? You know me better than that. Think I leave you down when you're down on your knees. I won't do that. How do you right when you if only you could see into me. Oh, when you're cold, I'll be there. Hold you tight to me. Oh, when you're cold, I'll be there. Hold your side to me, baby. Oh, when you're cold, I'll be there. Hold you tight to me. Oh, when you're low, I'll be there by your side, baby.
Mobilitätsgarantie Plus ist, wenn Mama und Papa sich richtig in
Oh, I love the commercials you're watching the Blackie Fitzpatrick show, The King of Lo-Fi. It does not get, well, this is it. Check it out, live from Vienna.
No will turn on you. Your lottery, like next door to black fly, Chardonnay, to death row for you. 2 minutes too late to know you. It's like rain. Was afraid to fly back to suitcase. Kiss goodbye. You were his whole life to take that flight. They crashed down.
Don't you think?
It's like rain. Traffic jam when you're already late. No smoking sign on your cigarette break. It's like 10,000 scrolls. How I please and die. It's really how it tracks. And I need this beautiful life. Isn't it ironic? Don't you think? A little too. Yeah, I really do think it's like
Alanis Morissette. I don't know why. It's look. I go from England. I go from Canada. I look. Oh, she's got one of these things. This is li-fi at its best. I hope it sounds great on your end. But look. I'm open-minded to just about everything. But I'll be honest with you. I never heard this song, and I think I'm going to say bye-bye. The Walrus is giving me this weird sugar stuff.
Give you anything.
And I had no. I'm talking about this stuff from Lint. So I got this weird sugar stuff, and I just had 2 of them. I think I'm going to say bye-bye, but I have a request, and I hope it sounds good on your end. I'm the king of lo-fi. Don't stand by for anything. Watch me when you get me. When you get me, this is it. and I will play your stuff. The fun part about being the Black Fitzpatrick Show is sweet dreams from Vienna. Ciao. See you guys on the flip side tomorrow night. I'll probably do the same thing. Ciao for now. Bye, guys.